for joining me today. Today I hope to inform you guys the three main reasons why we need to reduce, reuse, and recycle. The first one, of course, is obvious, the environment. The second one is conserving our natural resources, and three is landfill space. Now, America is no stranger to recycling. We actually started recycling back in the early 70s, and we're all very familiar with the recycling symbol, the three arrows that make the triangle. You find the symbol on the bottom: plastics, papers, and we all know what materials can be recycled. We all have been informed on what it means to reduce our waste and to reuse products that have been usually only used once and we throw away. But the problem is, America doesn't do this. Other countries have actually incorporated laws into their government that makes them recycle. It is law in many countries to recycle. It's also, governments in other countries have given some countries just telling them you only can create this much trash per day. If you create more trash, your family gets fined a very hefty fine. So other countries have mandates and laws and regulations that regulate the amount of trash. Not only that, some countries don't even have landfills. In a lot of areas of the world, landfills are a thing of the past. Here in America, it's actually our number one way where we put our trash. Put it out on the side of the curb, somebody comes and gets it, takes it to a landfill. We have left the choice to recycle, to reduce, and reuse up to our citizens and up to our towns. Recycling facilities are available to us free of charge, but the problem is, again, we choose not to do that. Now, going back to one of the first reasons why we need to recycle: the environment. Obviously, trash harms the environment. Look at our waterways in America. Our oceans, our rivers, and our streams are contaminated. We hear stories many times: oil spills, trash getting in it. Here in Somerset, Kentucky, on Lake Cumberland, most of you have seen it. You go out to fish and you bring a tire in a boot instead of a fish, which is very, very difficult. We have skimmer boats that come and clean up this trash. But it's not just the boats and the boots and the tires and the plastic and the paper. It's the chemicals that get into the waterways that harm our fish and our marine life. Not only the water that gets harmed, it's the wildlife. Plastics wrap around ducks' necks. Plastic bags are ingested by animals that graze: the goats, the cows, the horses. And also the heavy metals that get into their systems, picked up by, obviously, eating metal products such as aluminum cans, plastic bottle or metal bottle caps that go on top of many glass bottles that we just throw out. And of course, air quality. The air quality suffers when we openly burn our trash, which here in Eastern Kentucky is a very common practice. You don't want to have trash pickups, so you just go and throw your trash out in the barrel and let it burn. Okay, yeah, that's fine, but here's the problem: just because you burn the trash doesn't go away. The stuff that is still, the trash is still made out of, is being released into the atmosphere. All the harmful carbons, all the chemicals, all the poisons are being released back into the atmosphere for us to breathe. And then you're left in the bottom of the barrel, once again, ash, which you still have to take to a landfill, and of course heavy metals, which is again harmful to us. Now that we've looked over the environment, we're going to explore the natural resources. Many of the products that we use require natural resources. Now, natural resources are classified as non-renewable or renewable. Non-renewable being, obviously, the resources that we use that are not renewable, such as coal, natural gas, gasoline, and then there's the renewable products, such as wind, solar power, water. And a lot of the products that we use are made out of the non-renewable resources, just as our plastics. Plastics are made out of petroleum. Now, the problem with these non-renewable resources is, obviously, they're not renewable. They're not going to be here for generations and generations and generations to come. So we cannot depend on these resources to make our products on a daily basis. We have to switch to a renewable resource. Natural resources, when we get these natural resources out from the environment, obviously we have to mine, drill, and destruct a lot of habitats, such as removing trees from rainforests and things of that nature, to get these natural resources to make these products. Aluminum cans, for instance. Everybody knows aluminum cans, easily to recycle, made out of a mineral called bauxite. Bauxite is mined. We have to strip mine for bauxite, which obviously harms the environment. Another reason why we need to reduce, reuse, and recycle is landfills. The landfills in America are running out of space. We're running out of places to put our trash. And we are also running out of space to put landfills. Landfills cost a lot of money to build. It costs $10 million to build one landfill. And landfills have standards. Landfills have standards. Okay? They have liners put into them. On the bottom, they're built into the ground and made with liner, and these liners will catch the toxic materials that seep out of the landfill. And dumps, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with, are just your simple curbside illegal dump that somebody's thrown trash over for many, many generations or years and just sit there to contaminate the water. Now here's the problem with landfills. Running out of space, yes. Very expensive, yes. But in America, we make the most trash per person. We make 4.5 pounds of trash per person per day. Family of 4, do the math. Canada makes 2.1 pounds of trash a day. Japan, one of the most populated countries in the world, only makes 2.8. So we are leading the pack in the world as far as how much amount of trash we create. And of all that trash we create, we only recycle 30% of it. So everything else goes straight to a landfill. Now, all the trash that we don't recycle, that we choose to just throw away, 50% of that is paper. And paper is recyclable. Okay, so I went over the 3 reasons why we need to reduce, reuse, and recycle. I hope some of you will take it back with you and think maybe next time before you throw a glass jar or a paper product into just a simple waste basket next to the refrigerator. Simply take it out to a facility located near you and have it recycled and help save the environment, conserve our natural resources, and save landfill space.